I'm surprised that they went with the Void Spirit as well. But Void Spirit, you know, gives you mobility, gives you jump potential with the, you know, Blink, Aether Remnant, with the Dissimulate. Get that control, maybe jump to the backlines, catch somebody like the Lich so he really can't produce anything in the team fight. Jump to these backline supports. Although, you know, Blink Call with an arrow, like that feels like the control that you like from Zero if you could put that together. I would like to see another stun from them over mid. Anything with lockdown, really, I'd be very happy with if I was Team Zero. Like, I don't even think I'd mind, like, DK here. Or maybe even, you know, would you be willing to look at Alina in this situation?
Alina for which team? Sorry?
For Zero?
Uh,
Your hand on your head
no.
makes me think no.
I'm thinking no. I have a hard look at it. You don't really want to play it against the Void Spirit. You do great for the laning phase, and of course, after that ends, it's very easy for the Void Spirit to jump on you and blow you up. We've seen that in another series this tournament as well. Like great for the first couple of levels, you'd pop off, get out of control, but you're still kind of well. You have the axe. You still, I think, for your mid laner, could use a little bit of a better vehicle for the lifestealer.
5 seconds remain.
Oh, you got the vehicle of the axe, but having a second one.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Ooh, ban the Mars. Yeah, they want to get rid of that Mars Phoenix combination. Underlord's still decent with that combo, with the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Is he good enough against this lineup though?
I'm not thinking so. The Underlord, one of the issues with it is you're not doing that great against a lifestealer. Again, you're reducing his base damage, great, but you're also spamming out that Firestorm. A lot of your damage in the laning phase is going to be magical. Lifestealer just happy to click you back, sit underneath that Firestorm. You don't really have that same kill potential on him that you would other heroes. And take the Nature's Prophet here instead.
I like that. Nature's Prophet giving you push potential. This seems like a very fast lineup from Team Brazil. Overall, just like let's go at it, especially with the way King RD played that Nature's Prophet early in the first game, or once he had Wrath of Nature, he was moving around the map and got that early Orchid. Like, this seems fast and loose from Brazil, and I wonder if Lifestealer is going to have the time to get anything really done. And Zeus. Okay, that's only the second Zeus pick of this event. The Zeus lost in the first game that we saw it. Do you like the Zeus up against the Void Spirit?
I do. The Zeus does make sense to me here. I think it's excellent against the Nature's Prophet. I think it's okay against the Void Spirit. You do need some sort of way to get the Void Spirit off you after he gets at level 6, because he's running the same problems as Alina has. But otherwise, I think that he contributes enough to the team. If you get that Force Half, if you get that Yule Scepter, you'll be all right. So Zeus, I do like, and a lot of these teams have tried to block out Zeus in this last banning phase, but it slipped through here. Team Zero got it. This is the second time, like you said, Roy has played it. I think this time him finally being able to put it in the mid lane, not getting brooded by the enemy team, is going to go well for him.
So let's see how this game will go. King RD on that Nature's Prophet, 40R on the Void Spirit, Costability on the Drow Ranger, KJ on the Ogre, Flea on that Phoenix, Rioya playing the Zeus, 1437 on the Lich, EE on the Axe. So this is a safe lane Axe, off lane Lifestealer. Okay. Sure.
You know, hard carry Axe. Maybe they've just decided that Brack's a little bit more reliable than Eternal Envy, so they want to put him on the carry this game. You know, mix things up, throw the enemies off.
I guess.
Or we could see the what was it? The hard carry Axe build, where you go the Mantis style. You send your illusions in the jungle and just shove lanes. Works a lot like the Radiance does. People desync from the game though.
A player has disconnected from the fight.
Word from the admin, why?
You know, sometimes you just gotta disconnect. Can't be asking the hard questions like that, Neph.
Very nice.
Like the squawk. Triumphant squawk. Oh, did everybody DC?
Uh,
Oh, mispick.
I don't think it. Did
Is
they
it
say
gonna be a
mispick?
remake?
No, they just DC'd. I mean, it's still Roya in the game, but Eternal Envy,
Bug,
Snake King,
they couldn't pick
1437, and Brax.
hero remake.
Oh, all right. I didn't know this bug. Oh,
What?
King RD
What?
trying to contest it. But they've already made an exception once this tournament, so they're sort of forced to do it the second time.
Okay, we'll be back in a second. Call Valve for help. I guess he's still here.
Am I reconnecting?
I don't know. King RD is here with KJ. Are they going to give up their foothold on saying, is this a real bug?
Just double down on it. No, you don't get to do
I'll
this,
wait here till everybody disconnects. Okay, there goes KJ. The only holdout right now is King RD. Oh. Well, we'll be right back. Okay. See you in a second. Look at this. Oh, the picks coming in really quickly. Zeus. Bam. Nailed it. They're going to go Mirana. I wonder what they're going to pick last. I have no idea what they're going to pick last. Here for Team Brazil, they go to the Ogre. Look at this. This is crazy. And now it's that Lich to draft for all of Zero. There it is. Nature's Prophet. What was that final pick? It was Phoenix. Bam. Nailed it. All right, we're good.
How does he do it? Every
Crazy.
single time.
I don't understand it. So good.
This guy's too good. But anyways, I am excited for them to finally pick Ruya, having this Zeus actually in the mid lane. It seems you were correct with your confusion about Eternal Envy on this Axe and Brax on the Lifestealer. Was it them who did this last time as well? They picked the wrong hero, or the players on the wrong things.
It might have been them last time. I have no idea.
Yeah, they've done this twice now. I feel like going forward, admin might give them a little bit less leeway.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like they're waiting to see what's on the enemy team or who's playing what, and then they change up what they're playing. But that's a wild claim that I'm making. Again, it is pretty weird to see Eternal Envy on the Axe instead of
See you later, nerds.
the
See you later,
Lifestealer.
nerds.
They're ready to go though. Costa Bile probably feeling pretty good after that last game. You know, he's not on that same tanky DPS hero that he was. Draw Ranger a little bit worse in both regards, and it's not Draw Ranger that Costa Bile is well regarded for. It's definitely that Terror Blade. But we see some action in the top lane before the game even starts. Let's go.
Yeah, they're going for this Axe, and Brax is in a lot of trouble. Not on this Lifestealer, on this Axe. 4DR is here, and he will secure first blood. I'm waiting for the all chat that follow this up. I guess we won't get it though. I was really hoping. So, you know, we'll see how King RD does. He's got a little flame under him, you know. He's very excited to play this this second game, right? After that remake.
Yeah. I'm excited to see 4DR here again. He gets it first blood gold. What is he sending out to himself? Okay, he's just saving up the gold to get that earlier bottle. Got that stick first against the Zeus as well, and do have the high ground war. Let's see Roy at least this far over. So they will know. I think he'll realize that he has a high ground ward somewhere. When he sits on the high ground, he starts getting those stick charges, and he otherwise wouldn't be able to. But I don't think he's gonna be able to figure out where they have it right away. So we could end up wasting some points, wasting some mana, throwing out lightning bolts, and not being able to find it. If he does, it'd be pretty good for 4DR.
Yeah, we've seen. I used to see this word a lot from specifically LGD. They really love placing it there. We'd see X Nova come over, and he was really in love with using that little piece of vision.
Yeah.
See you later, nerds. See you later, nerds.
Lich taking some damage, as was Flea. Flea spots 1437, but just a couple of right clicks back and forth. And again, my thought is like how we're gonna see King RD do, because I said, you know, him coming active early was part of their game plan in the first game. So let's see how he does, because I'm excited to see, like I said, how he comes through this one. Brax taking some damage here from Costa Bile. But Costa Bile on this Drow, I think we've seen him on the Drow once before, right?
We have, yeah. It's been on the Drow before. Again, a Drow isn't that impressive to me, and I don't think the hero is that great. We don't have anything to pair it with. I keep going back to that. Again, I think it's an aura hero. I don't think it can be like the main staple of your team. And of course, you have tons of issues to worry about when the enemies like have this lifesteal, have this axe, the blink like jump out vehicle to get on top of your Drow. Just get yourself bursted down. Because suddenly when someone's on top of you, you're not able to do anything. Your ultimate isn't active. It feels miserable.
Axe likes you. Axe will kill
Axe
you.
getting hit with the stun. Costa Bile now with Battle Hunger on him. So far, just a little bit of aggression back and forth, stuns being thrown, a little bit of harassment, but nothing really crazy going on. Mid's been pretty close overall. So, just watching 4DR and Rioya kind of trade here. 19 and 4 to the 18 and 1. Pretty even.
4DR did have a little bit of advantage having that first blood. It gets the Aether Revenant off and a couple clicks on here, Roya, but nothing too much. Either hero having really too much kill potential. Roya just having to, 4DR just having to worry about going too low to the Zeus, but the Zeus mid build has changed up. They improved Arc Lightning. They made Lightning Bolt a little bit worse as far as mana cost and whatnot went. For a while, people were following the build that I think it was Tops and started to make this one popular of just putting points in a Lightning Bolt in static field and zoning the enemy out of lane just by doing the most damage possible with the least amount of mana possible. But of course, with the mana cost increasing on that skill, and Arc Lightning being improved a little bit at all levels, I think about 5 damage extra per level here. People have started going like this Arc Lightning build instead with the static field, where you hit the entire creep wave, you hit the enemy hero, just try to farm as quickly as possible in the jungle afterwards.
So, reconnection to the game. We're ready to go. Who you liking, by the way, overall?
Pardon me?
Who you liking overall?
Overall, probably 0 this game. I'm a big fan of Axe. I don't like the lifestealer, but I think Brax might pop off his game if he doesn't just die right here. He might just die right here. Getting pretty close.
There it is. Costa Bile gets the kill.
Chill out.
Just on the edge of that multi-shot. But looking towards mid. Snaking comes over. Not much of a commitment, though. Salve used, and he'll be able to stay in lane. Do secure an arcane rune for Zeus, and he'll wait on it as he does have this bottle getting delivered right there and then.
Them exchanging, looks like Brax trying to get behind the tower here, interrupt the pulls here from KJ.
And trying to make this favorable as much as he can for Costa Bile. Costa Bile, it seems like if he could do what he does with the Terror Blade with this hero, then things would be quite nice for him. But I think they've learned, because at the beginning of the last game, like, Zero were playing it, in my eyes, pretty well, slowing him down on that TB. It's not like that was his best TB game overall, and if they could do the same here with him on this Drow, then I think they could definitely deal with it a little bit better. And Void Spirit, 4DR makes that first rotation bottom. That's actually without...
I wonder if this might show.
that was actually without
top lane.
6. So Thunder God's Wrath on the KJ.
You got the call into arrow into Thunder God's Wrath, a global presence. He gets brought down in short order. Killing the Ogre, I imagine, not the biggest deal, but it will get a little bit more gold under Roya's belt. Of course, what's he sending himself out? So, no extra null talismans, extra mana regen, and spell amp. I mean, this has been the build on a lot of heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And it did make sense to pop the Thunder God's Wrath there, that kill right there while you had the Arcane Rune active on the 84-second cooldown versus 120. Top lane. Goes to Belay. Trying to secure himself up some last hits, but he is behind right now. Well, as far as last hits go, he's got a couple more denies in this Lifestealer, but back with a couple of levels, and of course this huge movement speed. He's got 355 when he's got the Tranks on. When he pops that Battle Hunger onto the Drow, you get that movement speed exchange. It becomes very easy to run Costa Belay down. Oh, 40R. He's looking for something here.
Yeah, they've got the silence out on the Mirana. Multi-shot comes in. They'll get the kill on a Snake King. They look over at Brax for a second. Luckily, 1437's right behind him to give him that Frost Shield. And I like this. Fui comes over mid to the empty lane just to secure some farm.
Yeah. Goes to Belay.
King RD
No,
taking
he's
some damage over bottom. He's trying to TP out. And up towards top. Where? King RD was just... Okay, TPing back to
TP his
the
own tower, yeah.
Arrow hits here onto KJ, so he'll be dead. They've got the Frost Shield to slow him down, but the Astral Step, 1437 in trouble. 40R up top gets another kill in this lane.
Your life led without doubt to this.
4DR, again, needs to make these rotations. You don't want this axe to come online. Well, you haven't really brought him down with 4DR. Fortunately, like, up in this Mirana will make things easier for the Drow Ranger. Goes to Belay's actually opted to move to the jungle for now. He's very afraid of this axe just running him down with multiple points in Battle Hunger here. Hiding in the jungle for now. And Roy's got such an aggressive build with all these null talismans. I mean, you spend a lot of gold that you could be using like towards your arcane boots, getting an early Aether Lens or Aghanim Scepter, but we'll see if it pays off for him.
40R.
He will farm a little bit faster with it.
He's looking towards that top rune. Aether Remnant put down, but here comes Snake King who gets the haste. So 40R was here, but it won't matter.
Warriors of the wood.
Snake King running up the top with the haste rune. Bloodlust on him. Bloodlust on Costa Belay, sorry.
Radiant should look to their
Click him a couple times. So again, being forced in the jungle while the Lifestealer still gets to farm the lane.
Taking a lot of damage. Luckily, 1437 is here again, but the Icarus dive right across really ends up dead to 40R. They'll look for the arrow, but Snake King misses it. Dominating for 40R. Wrath of Nature use, so 1437, he eats a lot of damage. And he might fall. King RD comes over. They're looking for him within the trees. They've got the Aether Remnant down onto Snake King. Now they'll find 1437. And, ooh, high ground miss. Or uphill miss. And Flea finally finishes them off. So Team Brazil up 7-2. The whole time Lifestealer trying to farm away. However, 40R, he's starting to run away with the network.
So worried about this Drow Ranger that you don't see the real threat is this Void Spirit here. Goes to Belay, did move down and try to push that. Oh, couldn't quite finish him off. He had those raindrops at the end there. I think he bought them as he teleported in the base. He would have had the damage otherwise. But he'll hold on to those. Again, in that situation, you buy the raindrops. You can sell them right away if the Zeus doesn't dodge. But if he does, of course, you just keep them. That went pretty well for Team Brazil there. Again, on Axe, you teleported yourself to mid. You were too late. It allowed the Drow Ranger to farm, and then the Drow Ranger ended up getting back to base safely and making Zeus waste the ultimate, not getting a kill, revealing too much. Going for Boots of Travel after these 3 nulls on Zeus. This build is wild. I don't know about this one. This might just be a little bit too greedy. You shove out lanes, you could be participating in team fights, yeah, but easy for the enemies to get on top of you. You don't really have any save.
Wrath of Nature, King RD coming in. They've got the Supernova, 1437 in trouble. He'll end up dead too. They all start to rotate towards mid for the side of Team Brazil, and it looks like they're going to head for this tier 1 mid. Pause again. DC from 40R.
Needs a minute there. Or they're just flexing on the enemies, you know? You repick your heroes, we're still crushing you right now. Doing an excellent job, though. Brax, over at top, you actually opted to go Veil first item, which will make his Blink Dagger come online slower, but everyone's been going this on Axe because of how it works now. Gives you the magic weakness, which actually doesn't amplify magic damage, but causes people to take increased damage from spells. So that means things like pure damage are amped. So counter Helix you can do extra damage with. And then when you're pairing with things like the Zeus, it makes it so he doesn't have to build that Veil of Discord. Somebody else doing it will do just the same job. For all the tributes I don't really like it, the extra mana regen does make sense on Axe, considering he doesn't get that mana regen talent till level 15 now. But you did end up paying the price there, playing this super greedy build on the Zeus. Because again, you don't go this 3 knowledge. You go this, or the save up all this gold with Bridge of Travel. You definitely have like the Yule Scepter or whatever instead. Or you're not as desperately trying to like farm aggressively, getting that extra 2,000 gold for the Bridge of Travel. You're further back because you've got the Aether Lens. Kind of greedy here on Zeus.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is no more. Dire should look to
UA TPing back towards top, so he'll find a home in the top lane once again. 40R, he's pretty close to this Orchid.
And they saw that Costa Belay just teleported to the top lane, so if they collapse on him here, he can't hide in the trees and TP out. They're spending a lot of time sitting here, though. I don't like it when teams do this. If they're going to commit to the gank, they need to go right away. It's one of the things that Crazy does very well.
KJ just comes around and spots him. They use the Moonlight Shadow to get in that position as well, so it's not really going that well for him in terms of going for that gank. And now look at how quickly Brazil is here. You know, you've got the mobility of Void Spirit with the Astral Steps if he wants to make up the ground that way, but you've also got King RD who can come around the map very quickly. Stun on Envy. Just hits away at KJ, and around the tower he will go.
dire structures are fortified.
Yeah. His health's dropping kind of low here. He does have to be a bit careful. You always have to worry about that nature power rotation. He wants to heal. He's in this creep merely to heal up. Okay? That's what you got to understand. Look at him. Doing like 50 HP a second right now inside this range creep. He continues to attack the tower with it as well.
Okay, sure, KJ. I guess that's the way you wanted to go about it. King RD comes over, the Wrath of Nature ends up getting used, bouncing around. Envy, he's forward to get that kill onto the Ogre Magi, but he'll just walk away for free.
Yeah. With no Orchid complete yet on the Nature's Prophet, you don't really feel like you're in any danger on Eternal Envy, especially not when you have this armlet. You know, you toggle this thing properly, there's no way for you to die.
Ooh. Zeus dead in his base. Probably was on the TP out that he died on the tick.
Yeah, the delayed damage, the 1.25 seconds later,
the Astral
or
Step.
the Astral Step. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Zeus did not buy that raindrop. He would have survived, in fact, if he did the same thing that Drow Ranger did. But his inventory was full of Null Talismans, so he couldn't. Probably couldn't get it fast enough.
Envy just moving forward. I don't think he really cares about King RD. We'll use the Rage, but... Or we'll actually use Open Wounds, I'm sorry. He does have Rage. He won't get a chance to use it, though. Okay. I don't know why he's standing there. But he'll just die basically for free. That was weird. This is all while Costa Belay continues to farm. So he's having a good time, you know, keeping up with this lifestealer. Question becomes, you know, will anybody stop Costa Belay? They just got a kill there onto Eternal Envy. They'll find the Ogre Magi in top. Supernova was used, Astral Step to continue going for this, but here comes Rioya. Wrath of Nature bounces around, not doing that much damage. But maybe deters them from moving in. Now Brax has this blink though, so this could be a big potential turnaround.
Everybody's happy to back off after that one, though. Just a little bit of XP and gold going the way of 0. And losing your position 5 Ogre Magi, not the end of the world. Especially while Costa Bile farms.
Oh, that was the blink reveal. Not what they would have wanted there.
You hate to see it. I mean, you're happy if you're on the side of Brazil to get out of that one. Well played. They're quite pleased with themselves. But Roya here, level 10 on his Zeus to the 11, almost 12 here. The Void Spirit. Very well. They smoke up. I think the enemy team saw that. And the smoke does pop a little bit further. Even if you pop it from out of vision, I think if the enemy is in like general area of it, they can see it. So everybody plays a bit closer together right now. They ping out Roya. They say, "Hey, get back! You don't want to be able to save yourself." They're smoked up. They're running straight at us. Doesn't matter if they know though.
Stealer. They've got the Aether Remnant now. Lots of Envy, Chain Frost bouncing around. Now back over to 40R. They get the kill. 7-time spree now out of his hands. Icarus dive away from Flea as he doesn't have that Supernova.
That one is definitely on KJ. Drop that. Oh,
King RD getting caught. Sprouts himself. Supernova over to the side. I don't like this.
Underestimate us.
We'll
Blinked
too
off. We'll do in a couple
ambitious on
seconds
that.
here, but Trans put it on a cooldown. That was really not so great there by KJ. Again, he jumped on top of Eternal Envy there, hit him with the Orchid. And KJ, though, he was holding that Fire Blast until after the Orchid was expiring, just to chain those disables together, not waste them. But Envy, he did end up getting off that Rage in the cast time of the Fire Blast. But it came out a little bit late.
Piranha, Aether Remnant, but the Blink Call coming in from Brax. Thunder God's Wrath gets the tone of 40R as well as KJ. This Blink. Brax hoping to get a couple of kills there as Thunder God's Wrath comes in from Rioya. A couple of botched fights now from Team Brazil.
Supposed to be like continuing to farm, but he's not farming as quick as Envy over here anymore. And forcing the jungle as the Drow Ranger, Envy has been just sitting inside the lane, so it's that much quicker for him, and he pressures the towers regularly too.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Which is Prophet heading towards the bottom lane. Wants to shove this lane out. Catapult is on his tower. No use giving this one up for free. Don't want to give the extra map control to the enemies. Spamming out the creep waves. I mean, on one hand, these boots of travels do make sense in Roya. You're able to counter push. You're able to deal with the Nature's Prophet that much easier, but also means everything else is coming online that much slower. So it's very greedy, going for areas that Turtle Envy or Brax could otherwise farm. King RD actually denies the bottom tower, so gold going the way of both teams here. People smoked up here on Team 0. Mid lane.
Call, arrow. Easy kill on a KJ Coin Blade to finish him off. Spirit Vessel picked up by Flea. This has been Brazil at least the last few minutes on the back foot. Definitely not like that first game. I will say Costa Bile is still farming, but you see how much ground that 40R has given up. He was towards the top for quite some time in this game.
Yeah, I mean, the only person doing that bad on the side of Team Brazil is the Ogre Magi. He's 0-6. If you're losing any hero, you're definitely happy with it being him. Meanwhile, like Costa Bile, he hasn't died yet. And yeah, they did just manage to take down 40R, but he's still sitting at 7-2. And that one, I think, was just largely due to the fact they couldn't take down Eternal Envy fast enough. KJ not chaining up that Ignite. Fire Blast. Like more of a KJ problem than a 40R problem.
Thunder God's Wrath granting some vision. Like we said, we talked about the higher cooldown on that. For mid, King RD. He went pipe. And now he's going into Heaven's Halberd. early BKB for this Lifestealer too. We've been, I think, what though, a few Lifestealers we have seen in this event picked up early BKBs.
We have, again, they're just worried about some of these silences coming in from enemies. Same way you have to build a Manta style on Juggernaut. If there's a Orchid or something on the enemy, or a Death Prophet on the enemy, or you're dealing with a Grim Stroke. You know that you're not able to get that magic immunity ability off, you need something else. And of course, Manta style isn't what you want to be building on the Lifestealer, so BKB they go. Gives them the strength, his strength here. Gives him damage, his damage problems. It's just your best solution. Probably about to see a fight break out here. Everybody's smoked up under Moonlight Shadow for a little bit. They didn't find them with the initial duration of it, so a bit more careful. So they have to sit on top of the high ground here. They actually opt to back off. They know that the enemies are
now the high ground advantages for Brazil. Blink call, arrow thrown in. It actually doesn't even hit King RD. That's pretty significant because now the Resident Pulse is through the BKB's been popped by Eternal Envy going after King RD, but it's not going to get enough damage onto the Nature's Prophet for the kill. 40R is in very deep, but he's still full health. Brax in trouble. He's been infested. Supernova, if they can keep the fight close, the right clicks. Oh, it's just enough. Doesn't get off, but now Brax, he ends up dead. They get the kill in a flea. They'll take out King RD. Finally, the Nature's Prophet falls. So does the Ogre. KJ dropping behind him. And a 3-for-1 in the favor of Team Zero. Still looking for
they
more.
turn here?
Astral Step, backline. Going for the Mirana. Orchid Burn should be enough. Coast Kabile, though, takes so much damage. And with the Thunder God's Wrath, they take out the Drought. They just look for 4DR. He'll dissimulate onto the low ground behind the tower, but do they want this? They don't really have the control for it anyway.
Just not worth it there. And trading your Drow Ranger there for the Mirana. It looked really good at first, but once she's gone on, there's no getting out of this one. Just that Hurricane Pike by itself isn't enough. And again, this is one of the things I dislike about Drow Ranger, especially when you have these gap closers. Heroes very happy to run onto the backline like Lifestealer. You're in melee range of her, Marksmanship isn't working, you lose tons of your DPS, you can't just man fight the enemy heroes.
Oh yeah. He's in trouble. Sprout now, Yules, but this will not help him survive, and they might find Brax. He'll pop the Blade Mail, however he is controlled. Arrow misses 40R. Sprout, Flowing Blade. Okay, making some distance, but with Wrath of Nature, Resonant Pulse, and 40R free to jump forward. He's got a charge in just 4 seconds, Spirit Vessel, and the Fire Blast to finish him off. Meanwhile, Costa Bile, mid, just gets himself a solo kill on 1437.
If there's any hero that's going to be solo kill, it's definitely the guy with just the Tranquil Boots, nothing else on him. He does almost have a Glimmer Cape, but he hasn't bought any of the parts of it because he doesn't want to reveal to the enemies what he's grabbing before he gets it. Doesn't make too much sense to me that he's deciding to do it like that, though, because again, you are playing against the Mirana on Team Brazil. You're going to be carrying detection anyways. Ogre Magi has Dust Sentries. Same does Phoenix, or so does Phoenix. It's not like you're going to really get anybody with that reveal on the Glimmer Cape. And detection is being picked up anyways. Everybody backs up after grabbing the towers, though. Costa Bile happy to be able to grab that free Lich on top of the tower.
King RD, oh, that's big courier to lose for King RD. Well, you know what? It's not that big. I guess it would have just finished the Sange, but...
Oh, that's important. He's gonna...
Well, because he's building in Heaven's Halberd,
Heaven's Halberd before he gets his courier back up, I think. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be close. I don't think it's terribly detrimental. Like, yeah, you would love to finish that Sange, but it's not the worst thing.
Yeah.
There could be worse things. It could be the full Heaven's Halberd. Arrow, Blink, Call, Culling Blade on the 40R.
That's gotta hurt. Again, these 40R kills are worth quite a bit. And the third time we brought him down this game, he's making plays happen all over the map for his team. So XP change is pretty significant for that one. 50, 100 going over the way of Team Zero. And with him dead, you know, the major driving force behind Team Brazil, they think, okay, let's go to Roshan. Unfortunately, not tons of damage coming out from Lifestealer. So Roshan is going to take a little bit to take down. Team has got to realize what they're doing here. They scanned it out, in fact. They got to make their way over to this pit. They've got another, what, 10 seconds here? Not going to make it in time now.
No, they waited too long. Blink call on a King RD. Nimbus down. Ags is there for the Zeus, so King RD ends up dead. Coin Blade wasted. Arrow misses KJ.
Invisibility.
Yeah, King RD. I don't know what he's thinking there. Again, you're late appealing to Roshan. You know the enemies are going to be set up around the pit in order to take a fight or set themselves up to get the heroes inside to back off. It feels like you need to just leave immediately as soon as you know that Roshan is dead. Don't position yourself like that, because the first thing they're going to do when they leave the Rosh pit is look for kills. Very happy doing that when you have the Aegis. Relay teleports back into his team's jungle, but you have to play a little bit cautiously while Nature's Prophet is dead. When the enemy team doesn't have to worry about that split pushing factor coming out from him, it makes it that much easier to group up all their heroes.
Blink call Nimbus, miss. Trying to put it together though. Moonlight Shadow, and we'll see. They're pretty split up on the side of Brazil. I would see if I were them to try and just TP away, but Flea's been caught now. So Flea hit with the blink call. Arrow will follow it up. They'll get the kill. Ryoya gets credit for that one. This Nimbus making things easier.
Team Brazil, it seems like they're just out of position, falling apart at the moment. Even when he died there, he's not really making space for his team to accomplish anything. The tower's taken. The shrine's taken. They chase down KJ down here on the bottom, and I'm not sure he's going to be able to get away. Snake King holding the arrow again, just in case he tries to teleport.
Oh, and then they're finding 40R. Blink call, and they've got the Culling Blade. God, Brazil just constantly out of position.
Falling apart all over the map, and you don't have the Terrorblade to fall back on. Again, if these people are able to get some farm, jump on top of Costa Bile, they'll just burst him down. In fact, they ping him out. They want to start moving towards him. There is the creeps that they have to get between to get over to him. They have nice vision up in the Dragon Range in the enemy jungle. They know exactly where he's farming. And here they go. They smoke up. They start running at them. Do you realize that something is amiss on Costa Bile? Starts farming out this jungle with the multi-shot instead. Like, okay, if we can't get the Dragon Ranger, we'll just split push. We'll grab, or not even split push. We're just going to push. Take this top tier 1. Start getting all the last of the outer towers. If we can limit what this Nature's Prophet do, we're laughing.
Middle tower is under attack.
Oh, yeah.
5k lead for Team Zero. And a lot of farm for both Ryoya and Lifestealer, and that was after Ryoya kind of had a difficult start. So good on him that he was able to bring this one back, at least for himself so far.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Then
6k lead, just continuing to expand it, dissimulate. Aether Remnant under the Nimbus, so that should give this axe protection. They don't really want to trek through that. Multi-shot doing some decent damage to Brax, but there's the Infest, so he's fine. And he might even just look to blink call once again. KJ in an odd position. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the target they go for.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they spent enough time chained up. He wants farm.
Dire's
Trying to learn if he wants his creepy weepies.
I'm the carry. I should be farming.
Yeah.
There's a good point of time in professional scene when Lifestealer is pretty popular, and we just see like a couple minutes go by where you just sit in something, invested in something. I'd always think about, but what about the farm?
Yeah. What about the farm?
What?
It happened a lot. That was happening a lot in Storm Spirit Lifestealer games, right?
Yeah.
They
They
were
like
super
wait for
popular
the
together.
perfect moment, and like if they got the kill, I think what kills were worth more.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Or
Yeah,
worth their time.
and there was like one important hero
Yeah.
at the time. It's like, can you manage to jump the enemy OD or something? If you can, then it's worth sitting in it for like 5 minutes. Goes to be like it's Rana.
Hurricane Pike. MB needs to be careful. Trying to get rid of the vision. Gets the sentry gun. Sentry placed down again by the tire. Multi-shot 1437. Way far forward.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just disappears. I was looking at him, but he's still, I blinked and he was gone. And not having a great game. Aegis does expire on Eternal Envy. Unfortunately, didn't get to use it there. Would have been happy to take a fight, but you know, as your Aegis gets very close to disappearing, you do want to get back, not waste the regen,
Radiant's top
not get
tower is
outplayed by
under
the
attack.
enemies, and have it pop just as you die.
Radiant's top tower
Kind of got Wrath. Maybe a bit of a
Yeah.
deterrent.
You know what the point of that one was? Again, you knew that the whole enemy team was top lane pushing tower. You could basically see them all. They try to trade this tier 1 for the tier 2. They might end up getting 2 towers for just the one that they're going to grab over here on Team 0. But nobody on Team 0 can TP into this. They just get blown up too quickly if they try.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
5k lead. Still, I mean, it's been sitting pretty solidly at 5-6k.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Don't know what
Bounty.
Dire need to really break the bank on this one while they're just farming and pushing. They need to fight.
Grabbing a couple more items. Again, edging closer to this Daedalus on the Drow Ranger. Octarine Core for Void Spirit here. Phoenix, what's he flying out to himself? Got a Heaven's Halberd or something? No, it's a book. You nerd.
Sorry, just the
What are
way
you
you
gonna
said
do? Read him to death, Flea? Good one.
that. Sorry, the way you like laid that line down, just the very analyst-heavy fucking nerd, like that broke me. That broke me.
Dire's
Oh,
bottom
man.
tower is under attack.
Hilarious. Big fan. If you could read someone to death, tome knowledge shouldn't be limited to just one. I'll tell you that much. And Necronomicon tome combos.
Yeah. Is it the new team comp? Flea seems to think so. Another 800 gold here. They'll have this completed on... No, not 800 gold. Am I thinking? 1,800 to get the Daedalus on the Drow. Octarine Core just about finished here on Void Spirit. He's going to need another, 700?
About. Brax, what's he going for? BKB? Bissell for Eternal Envy? Kind of far from that, though.
Bkop is going to make all the difference in these team fights. Again, what you don't have to worry about is all these things from the Ogre Magi. The Ignite, I imagine, is a huge problem for them on top of, like, I don't know, maybe like the Spear Vessel on Flea. Your Blink Dagger being disabled and just like getting bursted down and stunned out is a huge issue for him at this point. And anybody he tries to blink and calls on, the Phoenix is going to Sun Raid them along with the Axe, so he's going to be taking some heavy like percentage-based damage while the enemy's being healed. Alright, so they're all smoked up here. They really want to be taking this fight.
Envy on the high ground. Pretty far forward from the rest of the team, too. But he's got spider legs. Not a big deal.
Yep.
Take us.
A couple hundred gold till this Daedalus. What about Void Spirit? He's actually not making that much progress on the Octarine Core.
Yeah. I'm surprised
Invest on
actually
the
that
axe.
Lifestealer hasn't gone Heaven's
But
Halberd.
God's Wrath
right?
gets the vision, and I thought he'd blink right off that.
Thought so too. I think they're wanting to get onto this Drow Ranger too much. If they can't get on the Drow, then it's just not worth taking the fight to them. Because that's where all the damage is coming from. Especially once he finishes this Demon Edge. Daedalus is
Under attack.
just going to have insane damage. But once again, I just brought it up, or wanted to, before they really committed that hard of the fight that it looked like they were going to take. No Heaven's Halberd on Eternal Envy is weird. It's such a natural item for the Lifestealer as well. And you're healing that much more with your Feast and with your open wounds. The evasion is wonderful, on top of the evasion talent that he already has, and the 5-second disarm against the Drow Ranger. When this guy has no Manta style, it becomes that much easier to select the right one at the start of the fight. You just need to get close enough to cast the Heaven's Halberd, and I feel like the fight is already won. Smoked up.
Dire's
50
turret
seconds
has
till
been
Roche.
killed.
KJ losing their courier and right off that. Look at where Team Brazil are coming. He's got the Icarus dive, clumsy net. Now they're right on top. There's the blink as well as the call that comes out onto a couple of these heroes as well as the Nimbus right on top of them. There's the supernova. They've got the right clicks to take it out. Flea ends up dead. Chain Frost bouncing around. Axe getting a little bit low. They've got KJ dead to rights, and they'll also take out King RD. Costa Bile, now he's surrounded in some trouble. Ends up falling. 4 heroes down on the side of Team Brazil. Team Zero come out clean.
Masterpiece.
An absolute slaughter. 7,700 XP. God, what is that? Almost 4,000 net worth. The lifesteal was in the Marana there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the last thing that they expect. Again, they think that, okay, it's 100% going to be in this axe, but they get him with that one. And, of course, Eternal Envy, just at the start of that fight, being
And
able to
find
oh,
40
bottom
R.
lane. He's dead. He's yielded himself on this. He gets stunned up.
Oh,
Oh, there's no way you get away with this. There is no way you get away
he's
with
got
this.
another charge in a second.
40R.
He's no.
Okay. Oh.
All right. Excitement for a second. Calm down.
40R, he was taken down there. But again, in that last fight, Eternal Envy running straight at that Drow Ranger. The Chain Frost as well doing so much damage. Just everything out of Team Zero in that last fight. It executed basically perfectly. Eternal Envy his build.
King RD?
Oh.
Trying to TP on the Radiant side of the map. That ain't gonna work. And now they're in a row. She just cheese.
I mean, this on one hand makes sense. You want to make space for your team. The Drow Ranger's not up. You don't want to buy back. You want to be able to force the enemy team back to their side of the map. But when you die over there beside the Roche, it just makes it that much easier for the enemy team. So Eternal Envy's probably going to grab this one. So this one for him. Brax takes the cheese. But Eternal Envy's build definitely paying off. Again, he jumped on top of that Drow Ranger at the very start of the fight. Drow Ranger had that 10-second BKB. By the time Eternal Envy was on top of him, his Heaven's Halberd wasn't going to do anything, but of course this Basher was. Stunned him up and just meleeed him down with his huge amount of armor and whatnot. The Assault Cuirass too, we're playing against this Drow Ranger. Passive allows you to just go through your base armor. You got the plus 15 from this. You got the 5 plus 4 when it's activated on your armlet. It's another 9 armor. And you got the phase boot, so... against the Drow, even the Drow manages to hit you a couple of times. You pop this BKB, you get the silence off of you, or you get the Rage, BKB, Rage again, huge amount of magic immunity. It just becomes very easy to run straight at the Drow. His teammates can't stop you. Top lane, King RD is just going to go down again. It is inevitable. It is inevitable?
I don't know if you know the definition of that word, dude.
I would say that it was very easy for Zeus to be able to use a boot to travel again on the creep wave, and then his Bolt, Cheap Stick, or Yule Scepter to interrupt the Nature's Prophet TP. But he chose not to there. Pretty big critic.
Dire's top tower is under
Does he know that
attack.
they're nearby?
Does the enemy team know this ogre is a bruiser with his double damage rune, though? Check him out. Did you mess with this guy?
Yes.
Look at the size of this club, though. This guy's an absolute unit. And his belly.
Oh, King RD maybe not caught top, but in trouble here mid. And he doesn't want to commit by himself.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No, he doesn't. Got the camera found by Zeus.
Stun. Rana. Sunray. Sun King. Or Snake King, not Sun King.
Your fate
That was a
was
Beatles song.
unfortunate to
You got a
touch
kill there
you.
on a Snake King.
Eternal Envy forced to back up here.
Tower is under
Saw
attack.
Costa Bile and he doubled back for just a fraction of a
Step,
second.
Nimbus, now, Icarus dive over, King RD comes in, they've got the silence on this Zeus, they're right on top of him, Abyssal Blade Supernova, they need to focus this egg, but there's the wing call on a 3! Infest gets popped, the egg goes off, Zeus goes down, KJ and 40R are dead, the Sinister Gaze locks up King RD for a second, they've got the bash out on a Costa Bile, he's trying to run. Needs to get some distance between him and Eternal Envy, but it's Envy with an Aegis, so even killing him is not enough. He goes after the axe! Takes him out! 1437 also dies to the multi-shot! Envy over here, they've got themselves the Heaven's Halberd, so can they control him? Can they kill him? Costa Bile is sitting so low, he doesn't want to get too close, because the Abyssal Blade is available in just a second. They can't stop his TP, however, they took out the rest of the team.
Such a back and forth fight right there. Again, they managed to catch Royo out at such an awkward angle. Both heroes coming in from over here and over here. He was just going to die at the start of that. Eternal Envy had a great start to that team fight, running straight at the Drow Ranger. you got more bash procs off, it would have been wonderful for him. The one mistake I did see from him there is he opted not to pop that Black King bar and continue to chase down the Drow. Instead, the Drow hit him with the frost arrows, hit him with the multi-shot and slow him down and stop his approach, and then go down and come back up with that Aegis. And he seemed committed to using the Aegis then going down. If he continued to play aggressive there, maybe pop his Black King Guard bar and run at him instead of waiting to come back up before using the Black King bar out of fear of dying, I think he would have been able to take out the Drow Ranger and then win that fight. It was close, though. It was definitely very close. Hindsight is 2020, and I'm not even sure that he would have gotten him with that. He would have needed to proc the bash off of the Drow Ranger.
Shadows, take us.
See, run ult coming out.
Is under attack.
No smoke. They just want to run straight at them, it seems.
The radiant glyph is now
Phoenix ult is available still.
There's 5 heroes down here. Well, 40 are
They
kind
don't
of far
have-
from the rest of his team, and they don't have Eternal Envy.
Bounty.
16k lead. It doesn't feel like it's that much, but
tower
where is
under
the
attack.
split? I guess 40R and Zeus, right?
Yeah.
And then the Mirana and Phoenix.
40R started with an amazing game, and Shooter's name just slowed down.
Dire's top
Sneaking
tower
has
is
so much
under
fun.
attack.
Blink call on the coast of Bile.
A mounted
Easy kill on the Drow. He gets kind of left alone. They find Envy. Can they kill him? Clumsy net. Lock him down for a second. There's the Rage drawing him in. And he doesn't have a TP to work with. The rest of the team finally following this up. They had a TP over to the outpost that they control in the top lane. Use King RD in some trouble. Supernova behind them using the Sunray, but it's not going to matter. Dead with no buyback. So it's close to Bile.
We're not many heroes with buyback. Only the ones alive. So, interesting one to choose to let fall there.
Looking over. 40R. He gets caught. Culling Blade is there. Down goes the Void Spirit. He's got buyback.
And he's going to have to, I feel. Again, he's not having the biggest impact at this point. He does have Octarecore, Quickening Charm, but
Dire's
Orchid Chrysalis just isn't cutting it for damage 42 minutes into
Wow, look
this
at that
game.
blink call in the pull. Sunray won't keep him alive. We've got way too much damage.
Bringing him back out of the towers, and finally this lineup on Team Zero, they can just run straight at him. They're too big. Eternal Envy with his double magic immunity. It's really doing work. Lifestealer inside Brax.
I'm
They
surprised
back
they're
off.
backing off of this.
Yeah.
No, they might smoke and
Smoke
go
up their
back
fake
in.
back in. Yeah, get him there. This is what I like to see, aggression. They want blood. Get him, Brax. Man who wants a Chipotle sponsorship.
Oh, look at that. Right on a 40R and KJ. Then the Abyssal Blade over to Costa Bile. He tries to get back. He tries to leave. He might make it into the well or not. Get him just as he makes it up the steps, and KJ disconnects, and
I think that's the rage quit. I think they're just done after that. I know there's no way. There's a GG. It's not a fake one this time around. No Geneva Convention violation, and they take the series 1-1.
another 1-1 split.
Yeah. Team Zero finally managed to take a game. Not doing the best so far. Down at the bottom there alongside Haven Liberty, but they do have these moments of brilliance. I do think that Drow Ranger is one of the weaker picks, though. Again, when it's not paired with anything aura, you don't have that Vengeful Spirit. You don't have, you can't really amplify the Medusa damage if she's not with your team. Thanks to that marksmanship, I don't think it's good enough to warrant being picked up. Again, you're able to get onto that backline and blow her up, even though I don't feel Lifesteal is that powerful either. But Eternal Envy played well. Black King Bar was a smart pickup by him. That double magic immunity, as well as being able to break out the silence, made a lot of sense. Well played there by Zero.
And so Zero took the game, they split the series, and that puts us on to our next series, which is Beast Coast against Infamous. This should be a fun South America derby, and will be fun to watch. So we'll be back with that one in just a moment. Stay right there. We'll be right back.